Hey everyone, it's Miles from Elixir Web Marketing, and today we're going to be talking all about search engine optimized landing pages. First, I want to give you guys a good understanding of what they are, and then I'll show you how they can be beneficial to your business. I'll show you how we build them and the research that goes into it. So let's get started. SEO landing pages are pages that are specifically designed to organically rank in search engines for targeted keywords relevant to your business. The pages with the highest ranking are shown first at the top of searches, meaning when a customer searches for the relevant keywords to your business, they'll be able to find your pages easily, read about the services you offer, and then hopefully choose to do business with you. It's important to note that there's no one secret to ending up on page 1 of Google or any other search engine's results page. However, there are many best practices and industry standards with which we will follow to make it more likely that your landing pages will rank highly. These page ranks are assigned by search engine AI using algorithms, and the rankings are based on a number of factors such as high quality content, optimization, external links, and much more. So these landing pages don't actually live on the main site's navigation and can only be accessed through a search engine result typically. Because of this, we can keep each page's content laser focused on giving exactly what the searchers are looking for without any distraction. This also means that any traffic and analytics on this page is coming straight from search engines, so we can monitor the activity and see what users are doing, where they're clicking, how long they're staying for, where they're moving to within your site, and lots of other useful data. So keywords. Each landing page will focus on a single keyword, and the content on the page, as we said, will be ultra relevant to this keyword. The page may be designed to be a conversion page or to create high interest and then convert through links to the appropriate products, service pages on the main website. This means the content on the page can vary widely and will depend on the goal of the page and how we can best serve the customer that ends up on it. There's no template or one size fits all, but there are general rules to follow for best results, and we'll go over those shortly. The most common types of keywords that we build pages for are location-based service keywords, also known as geo-targeting, which is how we market products and services locally. So think, when was the last time you performed a search on your phone? What did you look for? Maybe you were looking for a laundromat or a restaurant to get lunch at. You wanted to find locations near you at that specific moment, right? Well, locally optimized landing pages help make those searches successful. If you locally serve a product or service that people are actively searching for, we want you to be the one that shows up in searches first when they type in those keywords. One neat thing about location-based keywords is that your pages will show up in results for search terms such as near me. For example, if you've optimized the keyword landscapers in Seattle, anyone in Seattle searching landscapers near me will still be fed your page. They don't have to specifically search for the city. Google automatically knows your page is relevant to their search. Because these types of searches are also highly specific, they're much easier to rank for and are likely to give a faster and more reliable return on investment. The broader a keyword, the more competition you'll face, and in some cases will be impossible to rank for. It's wise to narrow your focus, at least in the beginning, and especially if you only offer business locally. Local competition is much easier to rank for than, say, if you're an e-commerce company serving globally, because you'll have many more competing brands with the same goal. Now, what are the benefits of building SEO landing pages for your website? To start off with the obvious reasons, landing pages can help attract and convert customers who make searches, people who are often highly motivated to contact and buy. These are people seeking you rather than you seeking customers like in most traditional marketing. Another beneficial aspect is the pricing and return on investment. Landing pages are a fixed pricing and can be used with a set and forget strategy, only requiring occasional content updates if desired. Once your pages are established, they will naturally rank in search results over time and will generate leads for many years to come with no extra cost. It's so effective that 49% of marketers report that organic search has the best rate of return of any marketing channel. This comes from Search Engine Journal. And SEO can reduce the cost of customer acquisition by 87% on average compared to digital advertising, from Terakeet. So moving on, let's get a breakdown of how we develop successful SEO pages, what they can look like, and the research that goes into it. We start with keyword research, which is an in-depth process and would need its own video to fully elaborate on, but this is the backbone of a landing page's strategy. It will make or break your results. Choosing the right keywords will be the difference between seeing high conversion traffic flowing into your site or no traffic at all and wasted time. To summarize, we build a long list of terms that are relevant to your website and figure out what combinations of those terms, called long-tail keywords, users are typing into search engines such as Google with the intent of finding what you have to offer. Your services or products will be your initial keywords, and then we can use tools such as Google Keyword Planner and Ahrefs to find related keywords. These tools will also allow us to take a look at competitor keywords and find out what they're ranking for and what already works, which is a great indicator of keywords that are proven to work and you should aim to rank for as well. You could technically build as many landing pages as you'd like for as many keywords as you can find, depending on your budget, but I would say 3 to 10 pages and tracking their performance over a few months is a good starting point. There's also no limit to the amount of service areas you can optimize for. So if there's many towns and cities that you want to be found in, we can build pages for each one, but we'd start with the locations with the highest search volume. So once you have the keywords and service areas decided on, we're ready to build the landing pages. I'll briefly show you guys how we do that and give you an idea of what they're going to look like. To start, this is a spreadsheet we build for each client that's going to help with organization. Each keyword you want optimized, you're going to see in this column here. And then each keyword will have its own page, which you see in this column here. So for this client, there's 12 pages, all relating to web hosting. All these columns would start out blank, and we would use your keyword to write a title. We would write your Yoast SEO title as well, and the meta description. And these two things are the title and descriptions that show up in search results when someone clicks on your landing page link. So we'll take each keyword and write relevant content for them, and it'll look something like this. With this organized, then all we have to do is create the page, and we'll just plug in each piece of content here into its appropriate field. So to give you guys an example, let's go check out the most recent landing page we built here. Alright, so here's an example landing page that we just built for Monster Tamer Web Hosting. The keyword for this page, as you can see, is Web Hosting Seattle. So here's how we optimize a page for a specific keyword. Firstly, you'll find it in the title. You can see it's also the page URL. And then you'll also want to drop in the keyword into the content a few times, just organically so that it makes sense. It can't be spammy, but you do want to find it in like the body text. Wherever possible, kind of drop in the keyword, and Google will pick up on that, and we'll see this is what you're trying to rank for. For example, you'll see the term web host thrown in a few times in the writing here, as well as we say Seattle once here. The first image on the page is also optimized for the keyword, so the file name of this image is actually Web Hosting Seattle, as well as the title of the image is Web Hosting Seattle. And as long as this page has strong load times and is mobile friendly, then we've done what we need to do here. Google will see this keyword and it'll start ranking for it. As we said before, the design here is going to vary based on what you're trying to sell, but here are the basic ideas we implement for best results. So first, all our pages are going to have a value proposition, which is just a quick statement, often creative, to show what value you're bringing to your customer. For this, it's Premier Web Hosting in Seattle, and this is further elaborated on in the content below, as well as establishing some credibility where they list some data and some of the features they offer, best-in-class security, etc. So they're building trust and showing what kind of value they have to offer. We also want a visual focus that is not only going to make the page look nicer, but also will help communicate the value you're offering. For other types of services, more images can be really helpful to help communicate what you're selling. So say you're like a tattoo shop or something with a very visual focus, then we'd have a much bigger emphasis on images and showing content rather than writing it. Moving on to content, we always want to include the benefits and features of whatever it is we're talking about. So as well as the features and benefits listed here, there's also a pricing section which shows more features included in each package. And then another incredible important piece is the call to action. This is what's going to generate real conversions and get you actually working with these people that stumble on your page. And so here we have a clear call to action in larger font. Fill out our contact form or give us a call and we'll get set up right away. So we want to make it as easy as possible so that we're not losing anyone in this process. So we have that quick call to action and the form is right here at the top of the page. You can't miss it. We also highly recommend you add testimonials to these pages. It's going to help with trust and credibility and shows customers you're easy to work with. And right below the testimonials, we also added a client spotlight, which is basically just like a portfolio section, shows people some of your work and builds more credibility. And lastly, if users scroll down to the bottom, they're going to have a big Contact Us button, which is once again going to make filling out this form and contacting the company much easier. So there you have it. Here's a locally optimized landing page for a keyword. Your pages will be built similarly, and we have writers that can work with you to write content and flesh out all these pieces here to help best serve all your customers' needs. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. We hope you have a much better understanding of landing pages and how they can work for you. Thank you for watching.